Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome to Ellipsis TCG. Today we are bringing you a live battle between AoD and Gotenks. AoD is the new archetype. Well, I can't really say new. It's kind of rebooted, or revitalized because of the new anniversary box, the 2020 anniversary box. And then on the right hand side we have Mono Yellow Gotenks, playing all those good new monkey support cards, like that 4-drop, the extra card, and the pretty cool Unison. We have Brad versus Derek playing each other. We'll get some more people playing one another day. But, so, we can see the Bobbity leader started going first. It turns 1 charges the AoD Vegeta from set 6, and then using the activate main of Hachiak to discard him. You discard the Hachiak and you can summon a 1-drop Bobbity from your deck or grave, which is how the blue guy's on the board. Gotenks does a simple charge, swing, take a life, draw a card, pass. Now, AoD is a very aggressive deck. It can be. I guess in theory you could stall out and do all types of shenanigans with it. I mean, you play a lot of decent cards that do a lot of decent things, like that Android 13 he just charged there. Now we're going to see the AoD leader swing in, take a life, and then he gets to look at the top 5 cards of his deck and add a card with Agents of Destruction in its name, which means he can pick the extra card, or any of the new guys, or any of the old guys. I don't know what that hand motion was. Whatever. Alright, so looks like to me that AoD is at, it looks like it's at 6 life. Which it should be. Is Derek going to take the damage? He's going to combo 5k and opt to not take damage. So, pretty interesting thing. And the reason why you play the Bobbities together, the 1-drop and the leader. So the leader says he takes away the specified cost of, the AoDs in your hand, which the 1-drop does as well, but the 1-drop has another permanent that says reduce the cost. So, all those 3-drops are 2-drops, all those 2-drops are 1-drops. And that extra card is free. Let's see if Brad has the extra card. Ideally, your turn 2, you want to either be Awakening via the extra card, or just kind of summoning some AoD boys and beating your opponent down. The best one to probably do the best one to do on turn 2 is the Turles. Turles is a 15k with Barrier, because, why not? That when it attacks, you look at the top 5 cards of your deck, and you add an Agent of Destruction to your hand, and then you shuffle it back. Or you shuffle the rest back. Cool. Gotenks, you just got to charge Flying Nimbus, which is bold. He just said, I don't give a shit about you attacking me a bunch of times. We're going to see a negate come in from, here's the Garlic Jr. He is a counter attack. He negates the attack, and then he summons a Agent of Destruction with its skills negator for the turn from the deck. I want to say this is Slug. It is almost impossible to tell because I haven't played around with the lighting yet with the color correction. So hopefully the color correction will make it easier for you guys to see it. This is my big issue with the Agent Destruction deck. I don't like the way it looks. The variety of... I can't even say it's variety. It just hurts my head to look at when I'm playing the deck. And I don't really vibe with that. So Derek's just going to take a life, draw a card, pass. And again, I think it's the Lord Slug super combo, because that's typically what you want to summon off of the Garlic Jr. I know some people, there's times to warrant summoning like Turles in case you don't have one on hand and you really just need to try and get your engine going. Cool. He's charging the Turles. He's got a red, green, and blue energy going for him right now, which... in case people are wondering why you're charging 4 colors, it's because this deck plays the Strength of Legends package, the 9-drop Son Goku. I know Brad currently is playing 1 copy of, 1 copy of the Vegeta from the draft box as well, just as a cute little tech thing. He's going to activate that extra card. It's like the Agent of Destruction Strike Back or something, which lets him take a life, and then look at the top 2 cards of the deck and add any Agents of Destruction from them to his hand, and the rest go on the bottom. It's a really strong effect when 90% of your deck has that Agent Destruction tagline on it. It is essentially Pot of Greed. It can be unfortunate sometimes because you do have the bottom deck the stuff that isn't Agents of Destructions. Like I've seen him be like, oh, that's the Cell Seeker rare. Okay, bottom deck it. I'm pretty sure that's Lord Slug. So if you don't know what the Lord Slug does, he is a super combo. He has unique, so you can only have him on one of him on the board. And it says when your opponent activates a counterplay, they warp 2 cards. I think it's discard. They discard 2 cards from their hand. It's cute. I'm not crazy about it as like a 4 of because it is a super combo that does not draw you a card. When you combo it, it is just a 0 plus 10k. But it does have that super combo keyword on it, so it's not like you can run him in, I don't know, Temporal at both like 4 ofs. So what Brad does is I think he plays a 2-2 split of Master Roshi and the Slug super combo. We're going to see the Garlic Jr. swing in, not comboing. Here comes the Bardock Ape getting comboed in. He's going to tap down that Garlic Jr. and Derek is going to draw a card. And then since he switched up for the rest mode, he's going to free play the Poutine, who will then probably tap down. I think he tapped to summon that guy. Man, I wish I could tell what the AoD cards are. It didn't pop anything on summon. I'm assuming it's Turles. Let me see. Yep, it's Turles. He's going to attack in. Look at the top 5 cards of his deck. We see 2 Senzu Beans. He's going to grab the Broly, which will probably be the one he wants to free play, because when Broly is summoned, he's able to kill something, and then he looks at the top 5, I think it's top 3 cards of the deck. You pick 1 to add to your hand, you discard the other 2. Really strong effect. Him and the Hatchiyak that you saw discarded earlier, those are probably the best 2 when it comes to summoning effects during your turn, just because you're able to pop stuff. Here comes the Hatchiyak. Poutine's going to tap the Hatchie. Hatchie's then going to warp the Bardock and bottom deck the Kid Q Monkey. Don't mind me tapping my pen in the background. Cool. Swinging in with nothing. Derek is at 5 life, tapped out. Brad has a lot of gas in his hand if he wants to. He could just keep summoning guys that aren't unique, that are 15Ks, and just keep punching his heart away. I don't think that's the correct thing. I think he probably could have just gotten away with playing like 1 maybe in passing. Here comes the King Vegeta Unison. This guy's really cool. He's actually like in contention for one of my favorite Unisons in the game right now. So when summoned, or not on summon, but he is a 2-mana Unison Warrior, and one of his activate mains, his uptick ability is you get to look at the top 5 cards of your deck and add up to 1 Great Ape, I think it's mono yellow Great Ape battle card to your hand, which means we might be getting dual color apes. Who knows? That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, and then his -4 is you summon you -4 summon 2 Great Ape cards with different names from your deck, and then shuffle your deck. So it is essentially March of the Great Apes. I almost said March of the Planet of the Apes, and that is not a card in this card game. So leader's going to swing, Derek's going to take the left draw card, and Brad is going to use Garlic Jr. to negate and summon Android 13. Just because it's non-unique and it gets him another body on the board for next turn when he wants to go aggro. It looks like Derek only has 1 marker on that King Vegeta. I don't know. Brad tapped his blue energy for the Android 13, which is interesting. Maybe he doesn't have any Senzu Beans in hand. But I feel like you always want to keep you always want to keep that blue energy open to make your opponent think you have that energy. Not too sure. Alright, Planet Vegeta's going to find him a 2-drop ape. And then he's going to awaken and draw 2 cards. Here comes King Vegeta swinging in. Does he swing in at a battle card here, or does he try and hit leader? Or do we see another Garlic Jr. come out? That is the 3rd Garlic Jr. And that is unexpected turn. So Derek is going to have to warp 2 cards from his hand. So what unexpected turn does is if your opponent has 3 or more battle cards that cost 3 or higher, you can counterplay it, warp the card, or blow up the card that's getting played and then warp the rest of the board with cost 2 or less. So it might be 3 or less. I think it's 2 or less. So what he was supposed to do is he was supposed to keep one of his cards on the board. Oh, no, he kept the Hatchet on board. Okay, cool. Unexpected Turn is a very strong card tech choice for AoD. So if you are afraid of Agents of Destruction, I don't know if you have locals right now, but if your locals are overrun with it and you really just don't want to deal with like people playing the deck, you could splash 2 copies of Unexpected Turn in your main. It also has a couple choice applications against other decks as well. The new Kid Q deck, popularized by my teammate Jason Coppola, isn't dramatically like broken by Unexpected Turn, but it can come up at times, which is kind of nifty. And then AoD is just a really good thing. So if you don't have it in your sideboard and you're playing one of those more slower mid-range decks that has a problem dealing with aggressive aggro, consider putting Unexpected Turn in your sideboard. Okay, so we're going to see... Oh, okay, I was like, what happened here? It looks like Brad just tapped 1 to summon another Bobbity, which is good that he has that blue energy. And then he's going to use the Activate Man of the Leader to free play a 2 or less from his hand, which is the Hatchiak. Not able to warp anything because he does not ignore Barrier, and Poutine has Barrier. Because that card is clutch. If you're playing a yellow deck right now, especially if you're playing a yellow leader and have ways to tap stuff down and you're not playing Poutine, you're probably making a mistake with your deck building. I would heavily suggest checking out the card. Alright, leader's going to swing in. Now, the leader does not do any drawing or advantage gaining on the backside. It just, like Toa from the prior anniversary box, does not draw cards. Here comes the Nimbus, discarding another Nimbus. Derek does not apparently care about anything that Brad is doing right now. He said, you don't have another turn. I don't care about... Unless he's got the 4th Nimbus in hand. If so, then he's a god and has drawn all 4. But I still, unless his hand is broken, I don't think I ever disagree dropping Nimbus off of Nimbus. What the leader on the front side, on the Awakened side, does do, by the way, so I can finish talking about what I was saying about the Buu leader, you do have the Activate main once per turn, summon a 2 or less from your hand, which the cost is reduced by the 1 drop on the board. The other Activate main is you can tap 3 and summon the Unison. Oh, boy. Tucking the monkey. He can tap 3 and summon the Unison from hand and give it 3 markers. He's going to tap 2, summon what looks like to me like the Android 13 from set 6 with his critical 20k, and has a really good effect. Ooh, not comboing on the 20k. Derek is just going to throw his Zamasu super combo and sit real pretty. Just tap down the other attacker that Brad had. So you can tap 2 with the Android 13, and you can kill one of your opponent's battle cards and not ignoring Barrier, which you don't have to kill the card to do the next part of the effect. You just make your opponent discard a card. So in one of the original versions of AoD Buu, or Dende AoD, I think was the original version of the deck. Yeah, I want to say it was Dende AoD. Someone just threw a die. Dende AoD, what you could do is just after you do your Soul Charge effect through the Buu Seeker Rare, you can just tap a bunch of, like, if they survive that turn and you have a 13 on the board, the next turn you just keep tapping energy to make them discard cards. And you punch them with crit, and you punch them with a triple striker, and it's a really gross time. This deck can do something similar if you'd like to. We were testing the deck. I didn't get to record the game, but I did watch Brad make his opponent drop 4 cards from their hand because he had like 5 energy. He tapped 2, made him discard a card, swung the crit, beamed back up, tap 2, crit, or tap 2, make him discard a card, so on and so forth. Alright, Derek swung with his leader and his Unison. It looks like he put Brad to 3. The problem about the black sleeves is very hard to tell what the life is. Charging the Unison. So we have a red, a blue, a green, 2 green, 3 greens? 3 greens. We have some tricolor magic energy going on right now. If he had a Triome in his deck, would be pretty solid. That's for everybody who plays Standard in Magic. I'm so sorry you have to deal with Uro right now. Sadly, what Brad is not able to do is he's not able to cast, because he doesn't have the yellow energy, he can't cast the Strength of Legend cards, either Goku or Vegeta right now, because he needs, you know, to cast a Goku, he needs the 4 in the graveyard. And then to give it the double strike critical dual attack, you need the 4 energy. But right now his graveyard just consists of a yellow and a green card. Not saying he can't just relentlessly combo cards to get there, but he is missing some stuff. Cool, he's going to free play the Broly. Routine effect's going to trigger, tap down the Android 13. Sorry for the coughing, by the way. Just want to get that out of there. And it's going to be interesting to see what Brad adds off of this Broly effect. I see the Vegeta in his hands. Can't really make out what the rest of his cards are. I think he might have the Buu Secret Rare, which is a proxy for Cell Secret Rare, because the only copy of Cell in the household belongs to me, and that is in the Gotenks deck at the moment. I just want to see what the cards are. Flash the camera a bit more. Cool. And then he's going to discard the other 2. Which was a Agent of Destruction Vegeta and a Senzu Bean. Which does actually put him at the 4 colors engraved thing. Alright, swinging the leader in. Now we know that Derek doesn't have a Nimbus. He's going to punch the King Vegeta, who does have 4 markers. So, assuming he lives the turn, he's able to ult it. But he does not get to 4. Swinging head check. One of the things, if you're playing against, I think he's just going to kill the Unison. One of the things, if you're playing against Mono Yellow Apes, to know is if they cast that thing on turn 2 and uptick to 3, you need to put it from 3 to you need to put it from 3 back to 2, because if they have a second copy in their hand to start their next turn, they will tuck it under, go to 4, and then activate the -4 ability. And then you have to deal with probably a Bardock Monkey or a Raider's Warcry, and then some lists play the Vegeta Ape, some lists play Will of Iron. Alright. Looks like Brad swung at Derek. Derek's going to tap 2, summon the Great Ape Bardock, and tap down. God, I really wish I could tell what those cards are. And then looks like Derek is debating about activating Bergamo here. Yep, he's going to slam down Bergamo, tap down some energy. Bergamo does not ignore barrier. Does he ignore barrier? Hold up. He might ignore barrier. Is Bergamo that broken? I should read cards more, apparently. I just like tapping down my opponent's energy with the card. Alright, I think Brad is reading something in his hand. He's going to tap 3. Play the Unison. Getting a phone call, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to have to give that a second. Be back momentarily. And we are back post phone call, where I just got called Melissa 3 times and then they hung up, which is kind of weird. But back to the game. The Age and the Destruction Unison Warrior just came down. When he is played, you can discard 1 card from your hand and blow up your opponent's board. So, really solid effect. He's also a 20k double strike critical card that, when you uptick it, becomes a 25k double strike critical, which is hitting. And I think it hit a Saiyan Instincts and a Zamasu super combo. Nothing like critting your opponent and putting 1 card that they want in the graveyard. Alright, and then activating the extra card, which means Derek gets to draw a card. Welcome to... there it goes. I was like, welcome to Missed Triggers. Oh, wait, no, we still might have missed a trigger. Draw for turn, Derek. Draw for turn. Damn. Alright, well... Just so you know, ladies and gentlemen, when you're playing Gotenks, you do get to draw a card when your opponent activates an extra card once per turn. Wonder what he would have drawn. It looked like a Saiyan Instincts. Oh. King Vegeta's going to find Derek a Raider's Warcry. And this is Raiders Warcry number 3, I believe. Now, Brad has 1 energy open, 3 life, and I don't know how many cards in hand. It's not many. Derek's going to tap 2, warp that event pack ape. And he drew the Goten tournament pack card and something else. He's going to swing in, find a Garlic Jr. Garlic Jr. is probably going to summon the second copy of the Lord Slug Super Combo. There it is, just for extra combo power. And in case Derek activates another counterplay, but I'm pretty sure the only counterplay in the deck right now is Unexpected Turn, and both copies of those are in the graveyard. See, this is a scary thing for me. Like, if you're the AoD player, is you don't have a way to untap energy during your opponent's turn when you're tapped out. Like, you don't have a Dimension Magic to save you. It's like, here comes the King Vegeta. Brad looks like he has 3 cards in hand. Raiders Warcry is going to get summoned, as well as the new monkey, Bardock Zeno. I actually don't know his name. He's a 15k critical. He prevents you from playing any other cards that aren't yellow, mono yellow Saiyans. We're going to excuse that little jump there. Camera battery died. I remember that part distinctly. But nothing has happened since the attack was first declared, so we're good. I think if I'm in Brad's situation here, I would take the damage because, like, you have a critical swing coming in and your opponent gets to tap down the super combo. He's going to draw a card. Just put another one under the King Vegeta. Not that it really matters. Alright, Bardock Monkey's going to swing in. Expect to see Derek combo out. Ooh, nothing like that full moon card, man. That card is actually pretty spicy. So what you can do is, if you have a great ape in play, you can activate it for free. Pick one of your mono yellow cards, give it plus 10k for the battle, and then if it's your opponent's turn, you can restand a monkey. So, like, it's really good for restanding blockers. But that's the game, folks. We're gonna get some more AoD gameplay on the channel. It's probably some more Gotenks, definitely more Kid Ku, and a couple other stuff this weekend. I'll do some recording. And other than that, have a great rest of your day. Let me know in the comments below any decks that you're specifically interested in seeing for the Ellipsis live battles, gameplay, whatever we call it thing. And yeah, have a great rest of your day. Bye.